recap for all of y'all. Before we do the bombs and everything. Last time, what happened is that one of you attempted to steal the power to summon a giant, and immediately after that got into a scuffle, a disagreement with the city guard. And now you're whoever you are. You don't remember, I'm sure, but you are a wanted criminal due to your murders. And now there's a group of soldiers essentially roaming across the countryside looking to cut your head off. The rest of you have either decided to follow with him for no particular reason, I guess because he's a cool wizard, and the rest of you are, in civilization like normal people.
Well, Ragnar has a reason, whether anyone thinks it's viable or not. But
thank you again to everyone's individual reasons. Let's just say there's a group of people who are normal and a group of people who are less normal.
I'll buy that.
Okay. Here's all of your characters. If you want to start on bonds now, you can just start writing them up, unless you already finished writing them before we did this. If you wanted, okay, it's fine.
Wait, can I take off bonds and put new ones, or no?
If they were resolved last time, if they're not resolved, you keep them.
Fuck.
Yeah. So if you have a bond that you haven't resolved in a long time, you're still stuck with it. Remember, bonds can get resolved in a lot of ways. It can be resolved positively, negatively, or I don't know, some weird combination. So you could probably do it eventually, even if it's not the way you want to resolve it.
By the way, I have my new bonds written down, so just tell me if you wanna hear them or...
Else get out of the way. Alright, before we start, I'm gonna do the hirelings. Rotnu the Unclean. I already dealt with his costs and everything last session, but Rotnu thinks Mogum's a bit of a pansy. He's gonna be watching you very closely this next section, Mogum, and he wants to see you be a tough guy. He wants you to see you be a Mondo tough guy, not no Mondo weenie. Regret, he's just getting very bored. There's not enough drinking and weird pranks. Debauchery going on, yeah. It's not enough. He needs more. He doesn't consider, even though it was definitely unlawful, it wasn't fun for him to watch you guys fight a bunch of city guards over a giant. Okay. Alright, so if you want to list your bonds right now, you can do that, Matthias.
Okay, so the bond, to remind you that I still have, is not resolved. I sang songs of Mogam long before I ever met him. And the new bonds is, first one, I will stop Yuri or die trying. And the second one, I still believe Ragnar can be saved, / redeemed or something. I'm not sure about the particular word, but I believe he can be, he won't need to die by the hands of soldiers. And that's my...
Perfect.
So Rothgar's new bond with Yuri is surprisingly tough for his kind. He has earned my respect.
You're really going 100% on this whole with Yuri thing.
We're gonna regret it eventually, but
I'm sure.
Yeah, before you got in the call, we were both discussing. I said someone is probably going to die this next session, and they all assumed it was Yuri. And I told them, maybe not, because he's not concerned with morality or anyone's life except his own.
He's just misunderstood.
I mean, I didn't say that about Yuri. It was about me. It's a do or die session.
I'm pretty sure it's a do or die situation for a lot of people.
Right. So I mean, Ragnar believes Yuri saw a zombie Jarl.
Oh, he told everyone that.
Yes, he told everyone that, and he believes him. And he believes...
Although not everyone saw them.
Right. I mean, Ragnar's not saw him yet either. He just believes.
Ragnar hasn't saw. The only ones who have actually seen them is Yuri, and Hrothgar. Hrothgar and Yuri are the only ones who've seen it.
So Ragnar's kind of on this, we gotta clean out the undead kind of kick. and Yuri is the only one that seems to really be concerned with doing that. So that's sort of the backstory on why he sort of. And then there's the whole just where we were a group and the guards are trying to take stuff for Yuri and no one was sticking up for him. I mean, that's the other thing too.
It was a giant monster, to be fair. To the guards, I mean.
And I wouldn't.
I know, but I just know the rest of the group. If it didn't matter what they would have, they could have had something massively less. It
could have been his money.
It could have.
If it was his money, I would have protected him.
It could have been his money, or it could have just been like a minor disagreement about one thing he said.
So, I mean, it could have been a green
stuck
jar
up
of
for
food.
him, is what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been a green jar of food, and that person would have been.
The difference is in this situation, he was.
It could have just been that one person likes abortion, the other person.
The difference in this situation, you're sticking up for someone who has a giant monster.
Who could wreck the whole city.
A giant monster. A giant monster that can go kill an undead jarl. Okay.
True. All right. Anyway, enough of this.
And
I'm not a
gets
player,
killed
so
by, like...
I'm not a player, so I shouldn't be discussing all this crap. It's your guys' decision. Anyway, Yuri, do you have any bonds?
I do. I have Mogum has my back when things go bad. Ragnar is woefully misinformed about the world. I will teach them all that I can. Still have that one. And Halstein is keeping an important secret from me.
Or is your secret going to be this right?
What was that?
Wait, let me write down what your lesson is really quick. Alright, and I'm going to post it as you. Alright, anyway. Okay. Alright, Mogam, I guess. What about your bonds?
I have a bond with Halstein, but I think because we've split up, it doesn't make sense anymore.
It still applies, though.
Sorry, what bond doesn't apply?
It's Halstein seeks power like mine, but it's not yet ready.
So, still there.
Oh, okay. I'd like to add another... Wait, no, okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You want to
I
add another?
was saying once about another bond, but it's the same person, so you can't add two bonds with the same person.
You can make a bond with someone else. Like someone who's actually, still walking around with you and shit. Here, we'll come back to you. You can decide to or not. Alright, Halstein.
Well, I got my two shitty bonds I already had last thing. And then I made two new ones. Hrothgar is a good friend, and I wish him not to die on the way to bring justice to Yuri.
To him or at him?
Well, just him in general. I don't want him to die while bringing justice to Yuri.
Okay. And what's the other one?
I want to save Ragnar from being killed by Yuri's actions.
Wow.
You didn't have to put killed. You could have just put saved from Yuri's actions, but...
Shade.
No, because I know how it's going to
Yuri
end up
is,
if he keeps going with Yuri.
Okay.
Wait, for the bonds, you don't have to use the pre-applied ones. You can make your own, can't
You can make your own, yeah. You don't have to use the
Okay.
pre-made ones.
Okay.
Have you just been using the pre-made ones?
No.
God,
No!
so bad.
What did you think all the ones they just said were all pre-made? Where they specifically mentioned the situation right now?
I think they just reworded them.
No, they just made them up. All of them. I mean, they could have reworded them, I don't know, but no, you don't have to use the pre-made ones. You
I
make
haven't
them
even
up.
looked at the pre-made one since the first session.
Yeah, I only asked you to all do one at the first session of pre-made ones, just because not everyone's played like a million times, but yeah.
I've only played like 3 times.
So do you have a new bond you want to do, or you just want to keep your old...
Yeah, I want to do the... Yuri has an awesome giant monster, and I want to see it again.
He doesn't anymore,
Yeah,
but
that's dead forever.
Oh.
it's gone.
God, you should maybe listen
He
to
does
the
have the
context.
magical gem that summons
He has
him.
I thought he still had the magical gem.
Yeah,
But he
Yeah,
doesn't
but he
have
does-
the magical black liquid.
Okay, Kanabe, I will help Yuri get his magical black liquid back so he can summon his
It's been
giant.
destroyed and cannot be used forever. Did
I will
you pay
help him
attention
get
at
new
all last
magical black
session?
liquid.
Alright, you can make that your bond.
Okay,
I'll
I
help
will.
you get magical black liquid. Yeah.
Although you
It seems like
probably
very,
want
like
to
it's
find
really
one that
possible.
you can actually resolve. Or
Yeah.
else-
Probably resolve it. Probably.
Let's read some of the fags that made it.
Alright. Okay, anyway. There you go. Everyone's bonds is resolved. Now let us go back to where we were in the world. Here you go. So yeah, recently I listened to the Game of Thrones theme song. Turns out they don't. It turns out they don't just say Game of Thrones over and over again, which
Oh,
is
really?
disappointing to me. Because I thought that was the theme song. Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones. It's not the theme.
I really liked the South Park parody of it. Like, we know.
Alright, anyway,
we
that's
know,
funny, but shut up. Okay.
Right, Piano.
Alright, so where we were last time is the party has been split, and I will represent the party split with
Represent yo.
I'll represent it as Hrothgar being group normal group. In group 2 being whereas
Evil
Yuri
group.
the evil wizard Yuri. Let me make them a little smaller. There you go. Okay, everybody. Now, last we left off, Yuri and the group had agreed to make a way east towards the mountains to meet up with the Runa. And they were making their travels there, and Hrothgar the Bard and Halstein had just fallen asleep at the tavern. So basically, what I want to do now is I just want to do the travel to the land of Runa, and then we'll go back to the people at town. Okay, so as you guys are traveling, all of you are there except for Halstein and Hrothgar, so which of you are going to take what travel duties? These were the 3 travel duties. You roll wisdom to use them.
If you had to roll wisdom, I'm definitely not suited to it.
I'll do scout.
Yeah, just write it down. Because I have a terrible memory. Worst memory in the world. And by memory, I mean I don't have that.
What did you just say?
Memory is bad. Yeah, someone needs to be quartermaster,
joke.
apparently. Does no one want food?
Okay, I'll do. Well, I don't need food. Actually, yeah, I'll be a quartermaster because even if I fail the roll, it doesn't matter.
Okay, just write it down.
To you.
Also, it might
To
matter.
you.
Yeah, to you.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, and he does.
Oh, you didn't write it down, but whatever. Okay, you two, Ragnar and Yuri, roll your wisdom.
So how long has this been since our escape?
Oh, it's actually pretty much directly after.
Okay, so we haven't had a chance.
We literally left off right after that because we've been playing for like 4 hours.
Yeah, so we haven't had a chance to heal or anything like that yet.
Yeah, no, not yet. You can do that on the way. I'll tell you when.
Crap.
Okay.
We're doing amazing on our wisdom roll.
So for the quartermaster, decided that everyone should have dinner, dessert, lunch, breakfast, and a couple extra snacks along the way. You guys had a good time picking out, but you all have to spend an extra ration. Also, your trailblazer was fine. It just got you there on time. Nothing, no slower, no faster. However, your scout doesn't seem to be very attentive today, and he attributes it to the light being in his eyes from the sun.
Well, actually, he's just so remorse from the actions a few hours ago when he was raging. Now that he's not raging anymore, he's like, what did I do? What was I thinking? Blah, blah. So, not really paying attention to scouting.
And then he wishes they invented sunglasses. Okay.
It's the tears in his eyes.
If you are attacked, most likely you will be ambushed and taken by surprise. Not that would matter, because no one's trying to kill you, obviously.
Yeah, no one's trying to kill us.
Nope.
Alright, anyway, so that will be 4 rations everyone has to eat, except for the orcs. The people you have to feed are, let me go check. You have to feed, not the orcs, let me take them out, and let me take people who aren't there. You have to feed 3 people in total. Ragnar, Yuri, and Rugrut, the hireling dwarf, have to eat. So that's 4 times 3. So 12 rations have to be eaten.
I only have 3.
I have 3 as well.
Okay, so that's 6 rations in total. If you want, one of you can try to hunt on the way. You can do this once. Search for some on the way. Which one of you would like to try to do this?
I'd say Wait,
Just
and
pick
find
one
it.
of you to lead the hunting party.
Yeah, I can do the hunting party because I've got the foe tracker thing.
Okay.
So he
Yeah.
wants to do it? Okay. Alright, so if the orc is gonna lead the hunting party and he's got foe tracker, let me go look really quick. Okay, yeah, roll wisdom, and since you got foe tracker, just do it out of 1 to whatever your result is.
Okay, so that gives me a +0 average. That's good. Oh,
Okay,
not
what'd you
good.
get? A 7.
8.
Oh yeah, 8.
Makes no difference though.
So you choose one or the other of that right there. Oh, you didn't copy and paste the whole thing.
What?
It just says on a 7 and 9, choose one. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry. Okay, so sorry. Going through the woods, you manage to track down what looks like a very large elk that you could probably like eat for a couple days, all of you together.
Yeah.
But you have to choose one
Finding
of the
them
things,
quickly, or if they don't know they're followed.
Yeah.
Does one of you?
If you try to not find it quickly, it might take you an extra day to find it.
Wait, does one of you have a bow and arrow?
I do. Yeah. Ragnarok.
I say find them quickly then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically he's been jumping from tree to tree, sprinting through the forest, and you're all just barely keeping up with him. When he drops to the ground and starts sniffing it, and there's an elk just a couple of feet in front of him. Okay, what are you all doing right now?
Am I supposed to shoot the elk? Is that since I have the bow and arrow? Okay.
Or you could just run up to it and try to punch it.
Oh. That'll probably be a little easier for me.
Shoot it, then punch it.
Punch the arrow into the deer.
God.
Well, I
Punch
mean, if
that arrow, eat the swing set.
yeah, I mean, if I can get to him, I'd rather punch it and knock it out.
The orc's right in front.
Wait, if I'm only a couple of feet away from it.
It's only a couple feet away, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hit it.
With what? Your fist or?
That one.
You could have just said it. You didn't have to make a macro for it.
Yeah, but I made a macro, so I'm gonna use it.
Alright. Well, Mogum attacks with his brutish orc made axe for 10. So he hits. Don't bother rolling damage. Instead, roll me your wisdom again. If you fail, don't add anything to it. Or don't add any XP, I mean. Okay. So yeah, after you cut it apart, neck goes in one swipe. Looking it over, you think you can get about 7 days worth of food off of it. That's if you just pulled out all the organs and you ate them their own. You could probably make more if you spent more time butchering it here. But do you have anything to butcher it with besides giant war axes you've made?
No.
I think Ragnar, did he pick up a dagger? I think maybe.
Does anyone have like a butcher's knife or like a kitchen
I've got
knife?
a guard spear and shield, but I don't think
a spear helps. Yeah, it's not gonna help you. Does anyone have any form of knife?
No.
Okay, so you're just gonna have to fucking cut it open with your axe and take the 7.
I've got a sword.
Still don't think. Pretty sure you can't. Yeah. So. You aren't able to get all of the meat, but by slashing it open and dragging out some of its organs, you get 7 days worth of deer meat.
So should we all add like what amount of rations?
Just give yourself 7 rations, orc dude.
Okay. I don't actually need 7 rations. I'm gonna give 6 of the rations to the other people, and they can split it with themselves.
Why'd you
Are
keep
you sure
one
that
ration
orc
on
would do
yourself?
that?
Well, I'm an orc, so I don't need to eat.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
you
just
know,
like-
you just
food.
I'm only keeping
Yeah.
the one so I can heal.
no. But Joe, you're an orc. Wouldn't you want to keep your prize? You just killed an elk, man.
Okay.
You can just start
Yeah.
chopping at its head if you want to take that.
I'll give them all one each.
Okay. So you're giving them all one food?
Yeah.
Okay, each of you collectively has one more food now. Except for the orc, because he's keeping all the other 5. Okay, can you all feed yourselves on the 2 extra days of food he just gave you all collectively?
Yeah, so Ragnar's good for the 4 he has to have now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have
You're good?
1 extra. Yep.
What about the hireling? Can you feed him too? Ragnar?
No.
No?
Yeah, I meant the hireling as well. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Okay.
It was a 4.
It's 2 more pieces of... you're gonna give him 4?
Well, no, we're going to give him. So I have 4 at the end of it.
Okay, so he has 1 day of food. Do you want to get? Do you have any more food you can give him? Anyone?
My food.
Otherwise, he's gonna starve for 3 days.
Oh yeah, you would need 2 more days of rations.
Fucking. Didn't you already have some rations on him?
He had enough rations for himself.
Yeah, that was a while ago though. That was your last adventure. All right, never mind. He's gonna starve for a bit. Okay, everybody. So you all make it there, spending 4 rations for each of you, except for the dwarf. He eats 1 ration and has to starve for 2 days.
So sad.
So let me go to his HP. Let me take it down. He's starved a little bit. There's no fun for him.
Wait, if I get rid of one of my rations, can I heal myself back up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
3.
Also, for all of you, since you've eaten on the way, you can all recover all of your health. If you're missing any.
Oh yes, missing a lot.
Yeah, get all of it back. If you eat at least 2 rations, you always go back up to full.
Would you gain like the like disadvantages thingies, whatever,
The
like
abilities, those only happen if you rest in a place. If you travel, it doesn't count. You have to stay still. So you can actually recover.
KKK.
It doesn't have to be for 3 days as well.
It has to be for 3 days without traveling, yeah. Alright, anyway. Where am I? Trying to remember what the hell I'm doing here. Oh yeah, forgot. Okay, so Rugrut's starving a little bit. Let me take a look at his health.
He's dead.
Alright, so he's a tough dude, so he's not going to lose a lot of health from this, although his loyalty is going to take a hit. Ragnar, roll me a wisdom check. If you fail, then give yourself any XP.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I felt my wisdom rolled.
While you guys
He
are
told
making...
you not
while
to
you
get
guys
XP,
are...
man.
Okay, anyway, while you guys are making camp for the last leg of your trip and you're about to all go to sleep, you notice Rugrut's sleeping bag is empty. And you see what looks like about like a 4-foot tall man outside of the tent, and he looks like he's hefting a big bag over his shoulder. Just through the light of the tent, you can see a silhouette of that 4-foot man. Is there anything you want to do, Ragnar?
Get up and go see who it is. What's going on?
Okay. You see, as you exit the tent, you see what looks like Rugrut stuffing what looks like a couple of gold pieces, a sleeping bag, and a jar of food into a backpack as he's slowly walking away from the tent, away from all the tents, in fact, into the woods.
I tell him to stop.
Rugrut doesn't turn around, and he just stops right in his tracks. But he doesn't turn around, he just stops right where he was when he heard you.
Where are you going with that?
I was going for a walk, a little advanced scouting trip.
Don't think so.
Oh,
Looks like to me you were, gonna skip out on us.
oh me, no, definitely not. I've been with you for how long? Couple of
Days?
weeks,
Like
maybe
3 or 4 days. Probably 3 or 4 days.
Actually, about a week.
See,
But
like
anyway.
about 8 days.
It's been about a week, a little over a week. I'll never leave you. No, right as rain you are.
But you're taking stuff that's not yours or mine.
I was just keeping it safe.
You need to bring it back.
Roll a loyalty check at a -2, so 2d6 -2.
Okay. I realize things aren't going the best of it right now. But you can't just skip out on us. Oh, that's not good.
Okay.
Do I get XP
You get an
for
XP.
that?
You get an XP, yeah. Oh, wait, sorry, no you don't, because that's his roll.
Oh,
okay. You rolled it for him, but I just don't like rolling all your stuff.
Yeah,
anyway, as you say this, he suddenly starts breaking off at a sprint into the nearby trees.
Okay, I'm gonna have to draw my bow and shoot him.
Okay. Is there
You
anything
either with us or you die.
You're with us or you die. Okay,
You're
roll
with
next
us.
then.
No. Yeah, that kind of makes me mad. So I'm starting to get mad. I'm gonna try to shoot to wound him. I don't know if I can do that or not, but
Yeah, if you want, you can just sort of shoot for his, like his leg, something.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, do me a dex roll. Okay, yeah, take something from the 7 to 9 list for volleys. It's losing ammo, -1d6 damage, or put yourself in danger. I'm gonna say you can pick all three because I can think of a danger one.
Oh no, the guards appear.
Right.
Well, no, that would be silly.
I know. I'm joking.
I'll put myself in danger.
Okay. So as he's sprinting into the trees, you try to keep pace with him so that you can land the shot correctly. And as you come running through the trees, and your arrow flies true, and it does hit him. So roll your damage.
Okay, so that's really?
It's strength, not dexterity.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I mean not dexterity. Damage.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, same.
Okay,
Really?
because you were trying to do it non-lethally. You specifically mentioned it. Let's assume he's not immediately decapitated and dead from one arrow. Jester and
Okay, so Cole dropped for a moment.